Entry
Action.
one. Entry one. This is a moment in Josh and my life that
We're not really sure, but we just have that feeling.
sometimes you just know. And we reached a point that we've both been working really hard the last year of our lives. Maybe, well, more than a year, but
31 years.
Specifically, yeah. Specifically, the last year of our lives, we've been training and learning so many different things and letting ourselves just fall lower than we've ever let ourselves fall before. But surprisingly, we've been happier than we've ever been as we fell.
Yeah, falling into faith.
Falling into faith.
More, totally.
You
Like
know how
learning to have faith.
Yeah. You know how they say that people go to like a foreign country and everyone's like, before they go, oh, you know, poor them, we have to give them this and give them that and help them. But then they come back and they're like, they have way more than we ever have because they're happy.
Yeah.
And that's something that we've seen happen through this entire process. And it's been really interesting. But what Josh just said a minute ago, and right now, well, we're just going to be totally vulnerable. Like, we were crying a little bit. I was crying a little bit.
Yeah, there's a lot of pollen out here.
But what was happening was we acknowledged each other for the first time. No, not for the first time. But we really took it
I think
serious.
we stopped and celebrated each other for the first time.
Yeah.
Like, just uninhibited, celebrated, really appreciated everything that we'd achieved, we'd seen each other achieve.
Yeah. And it just felt like one of those moments. Josh described it as like some camera crew, some Jesus camera crew was going to come out and just say, okay, you did it, you got it.
Good job, everybody. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap, yeah.
Let's get ready for tomorrow's shoot.
Yeah, and this has just been really, really interesting, crazy journey that we've been on.
I think the best way to describe it for me was when I looked in your eyes, I really felt an angel behind those eyes, not just a beautiful physical shell. And I felt like you and a lot of other people in my life have been following me around as angels, ensuring that I truly receive my faith in God and truly become my best self. And that moment when we were celebrating and rejoicing, I saw the angel inside of you, and I felt like 100 other were going to come out from the bushes just like clapping like, all right, he finally did it.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, do you ever feel like you have people who are angels in your life? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you felt that way. I mean, it's crossed my mind 1,000 times that Josh is my angel and he's been sent here just to keep me on the right path and guide me and remind me to not resist things so much and not try and force everything, to just go with life's plan and just be calm and still. And I guess the point of this video and the videos to follow would just be to inspire you, whoever's watching, to maybe try a little piece of this lifestyle yourself.
Yeah, totally.
And just be love. Just allow yourself to be in love. We resist it so hard. But
be in love with yourself more than anything.
More than in love with other people, be in love with you.
Yeah.
And just remember that you already have all those wonderful things inside of you. You already have everything that you want, but you're not allowing yourself to align with that. So as soon as you can stop resisting things, you can align with that and you can have those things. We all can.
It's funny. I only heard that like about 1,000 times the last year, and just now, 31 years old, I finally figured that out.
I know. I thought you were going to say that was the first time that I got it after the million times that you've said it to me.
It's possible that's what just happened, but I won't call you out on that in front of everybody.
Thanks. Anyway, we're gonna cut it off here because it's getting long. Unless you want to say anything else, do you have any more insight to give?
Yeah, I guess this is the first time I would admit that I'm scared to death of what's coming in the future, because I have no idea what to do, what's coming next. But for the first time, I'm completely comfortable with that and willing to put my faith in God. At least acknowledge that I've done that this time, and going to continue to put my faith in God.
You know, it's good that we're recording this too, because I feel like it will be the perfect example, especially if somebody can watch this in the future when God is taking care of you so good and giving you the coolest life path, and really be inspired and say, oh, he's a perfect example, or they're both a perfect example, because we're allowing ourselves to have less than we've ever had in our lives and go into a really fearful state, but also just trust, have full faith.
Yeah, and we're here at the meditation gardens in LA, called the Lake Shrine, and just brings up my favorite passage. One of the quotes they have around here, it's be still and know that I am God. And that always seems to help me just come back down to balance and ground myself.
To somebody who doesn't understand what that means, what would you say? Because when I first heard it, I didn't really get it.
I was going to sign off for that, but I guess I will explain it real fast and we'll get out of here. Kind of ruining my cool thought off. We'll work on that though. Basically it means that anytime you have fear or anxiety, just to settle yourself and calm yourself and realize that, Jesus is your driver, God is your driver, and you don't have to create or do anything. You can just simply be and be in faith, and He'll be there to provide for you and support you. And that's what it means to me. If you have any other ideas of what that can be,
comment below.
Yeah, I'd love to hear that.
Okay, well, we love you.
Yeah, I love you so much, and thanks for all your support. Can't wait to see you again. I want one of those. Okay, you get one away.
You.
Yeah.
One for you.
All right, bye-bye.
All right.
You and I were like two birds on the same branch singing the same song. You and I were like two bees, sometimes you sting me, but it's worth it for your honey. You and I were like two feathers, easy to go with the flow whenever we're together. You and I were like two gypsies, off we will wander, yet our hearts grow fonder.